From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, come on. Ready? Out!
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Give them 32 on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Achane is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
10 yards on the pickup.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
Dolphins 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
20, TX.
Here's Tua. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
To throw, here's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Nix to the air. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. They throw it out right complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's third down.
Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They get this out left. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9.
Dolphins 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6.
No gain on the play.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
12-yard gain on the play.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And they'll run again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready. Ready, 2. Watch it, Oscar.
Again, it's Achane. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he's got his man on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this is taken in at the 5. But all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Broncos 16. Dolphins 14.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Broncos.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Good save. Go ahead. Ready.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 23.
On first down, back to Achane. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16.
Dolphins 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready. 21G, 21G, out!
Tua going to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Tua. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
They're right here.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Running left, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
16-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. the gun. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets them back big time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tua. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Dolphins 28.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
And now they'll shift things around.
Call 11. Huddle.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16.
28.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Here's first and 10.
35-yard line.
Go ahead. 19.
Now Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right.
First and 10.
Throwing Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
All right, let's go.
Here's first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go, first and goal.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Here's Tua. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth.
36.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Nix's pass.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 4th down, Nix forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Let's go.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One final try for Tagovailoa. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
3rd and 11.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive, then march to the end zone the last time out.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Solo left Zion. Corner, long. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
That won't be easy. And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They've still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Tua.
2-point conversion.
Dancing to his left. This ball intercepted.
The 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Broncos 44, Dolphins 42.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Broncos, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.